welcome to a Thursday night VPub. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. I'm so excited that I forgot to say hello, beautiful whiskey folk and dedicated barflies. That's how excited I am. So we have Jason from the Mash and Drum on. I thought we should have him on because he was supposed to be on the last VPub with Roy. And I'm not as cool as Roy, but I figured we're doing a summer VPub. Let's just have Jason on the summer VPub so he doesn't have to wait until Roy gets back. So I'm just going to say hi to some people in chat, and then we're just going to get right into it. We've got a blind flight. Oh, we have a blind flight. I need to put in the little comment section what we're drinking, so you guys can go to a little Google sheet and open it and see what we're drinking. Jason won't know what we're drinking, so don't spoil it. It's not a big deal, but it'll be really fun. So, okay. With that being said, so sorry, guys. I'm flipping out right now. Failsgraph. Hi, Shayla, Barflies, and Whiskey Folk. Very tired tonight, and we'll have to get up early in the morning to have a friend move. Oh, okay. Wow. Going to Ireland. We got Marcus Kreitner, Max, hello. Hellswood, Helen and Andy, hello. Tom Lawrence is saying hola, yes. Virtual whiskey tourism in Mexico. Kinda, sort of. We're doing Scotch. We got DC is in the chat. Hello, DC. You wonderful man. We've got IC86. Hello. David Evans. It's my son, James' 16th birthday today. Oh my gosh, happy birthday, James. I had a Lagavulin 8 waiting for him for his 18th birthday. There you go. Jimmy Leg. It's not a freaking VPub without Jimmy Leg. I thought that it was a Saturday for a second, guys, and I was like, what's happening? I'm kind of losing it. So, oh gosh, chat just jumped real hard. Oh dear. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Oh dear. Okay, sorry if I missed anybody. Donald Rance. Irish Whiskey Yoda. Hello, Watchman 99, 999, not 99. Hello, Pete Head Frank, Josh Pence, Bud Jenkins. Oh my gosh, you guys. Jamie Brown, Whiskey Game. So many people in. Amy Bohm. Hello. Luna Aden. Hello. Oh my gosh, you guys. So freaking stoked. We got Gavin. We got Gavin in, you guys. Jamie Brown, Univ Poke, Jay Francis. I don't know if I said Bud Jenkins, but hey, Bud. Ben Demon Hunter. Joe Van Nam. I think that might be how you say your name. Thomas Elmer. Sugar Kitty. Stay vertical. Oh my gosh, you guys. We got Neil. Oh my god. Chad just jumped again. Cohen. Whiskey Nose. Hey, Marty. Gerben Blocker. So many of you guys. You guys are such supportive mofos. I just can't believe it. Thomas Jones. For Scorching Hot Scotland. From Scorching Hot Scotland, what are you talking about? It's probably like 80 degrees there, max. Oh, Jason from the Mash and Drum, who's in the back, says cheers, everybody. Okay, guys. How hot was it in Scotland? Lovely 30 degrees centigrade. I think that's like 86, somewhere around there. Okay, guys. Jason, are you ready? Give me a little thumbs up if you're... Okay, yes. What's up? How's it going?
What's up, Shayla the Whaler?
Jason the Wason? No. Oh, I'm doing so good. How are you?
Good. What's going on? How you been?
Oh, just freaking loving life, enjoying the journey. I'm just like digging it. You were just putting out some... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, no, thanks so much for having me on. I think you're doing a wonderful job filling the mighty shoes of of Roy.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, big kudos to you. And I think
you.
you're doing a wonderful job. So thanks for having me on. This is awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So if you guys don't know, you probably know who Jason is because he has like 80,000 subscribers. I think he just passed 50K, which is just insane. He just passed it a little while ago, and he's already climbing to even higher than that. So, but if you guys don't know, he's doing some sweet ass barrel picks over on his Patreon with Scott from My Bourbon Journey. So if you guys want to check those out, please somebody put a link in the chat because they're dope. So yes.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we've been doing almost too many barrel picks. I think I think we only have a couple more left for the year. Then we're gonna kind of call it quits.
Nice. Slow it down a little bit. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
We got Jim Whiskey Novice. Hello. Sugar Kitty. Jason the Wason. Yep, that's a thing now. High 20 centigrade for us in Central Scotland. That's like lovely though. Like 80 degrees is like lovely. It's probably not super high humidity either. Maybe like 50%, 60%. Jimmy Lake, Roy has surprisingly small feet.
I saw that. I saw that earlier, and I was laughing. That's really funny.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I missed it. So, okay. So, I'm freaking. I feel like I'm ADHD whiskey right now. Just like I'm like, there's like 8 million rabbit trails, and I'm just like, wait a minute, what? Okay. Whew, breathe. Okay, I'm gonna post this link into chat really quick. Share, copy link. Okay, so this is what we're drinking, guys. So if people want to know what we're drinking, you have to pull this up. Hopefully this works.
Yes, no spoilers.
No spoilers, guys. Don't say anything, okay? Okay, one spoiler that I can tell you and need to tell you is that one of these is not a Scotch. My goal is not for you to try to find which one that is or anything like that. You can if you feel like it, but it's more just to like drink them, and if you want to guess, that's totally fine, but that was not my intention. It was just like to try stuff. So okay, so it's in squirrel molasses. Yes, I need to get a hat made with that because that's how I feel most of the time. Brad Smith, my wonderful new patron. Hello, Brad. 92 in Tennessee. Crazy humidity. Yes, I know how you feel because that's the temp and humidity here. Okay. This is a great lineup. Okay. Well, all right. Do you want to start on the first one, Jason?
Well, that's a good thing. It sounds like people are approving of the lineup, so I'm really excited. Look at my water again.
Okay, water. If you guys don't know, Jason's from New York and he's Italian, so
I think the way I say water is more of a New York thing than an Italian thing.
Probably, yeah.
All right, so I'm just going right in order here, right? A through E.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'm start with A first.
Okay. I'm so excited. So you haven't done a Scotch flight in a while, you said, right?
Yeah, it hasn't been a while since I've done a Scotch flight. The last one I did was a couple months ago, and then the blind flight I did before that, I think, was actually Roy's scary ass blind fight that he sent me.
Oh my gosh, those look like painful. You did great on that though.
I got 8 out of 10, but I should have got 10 out of 10 because I should have recognized the Springbank funk, and I feel like I did call it out, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know how it goes. I love and hate blind flights.
as Roy says, he put the old banana peel in there because he sent me that Kilkerran 8, which tasted and smelled a lot older than it really was.
Yeah. No, you did great. I remember watching that just going, oh my God, he's so good at this. It's crazy. So Whiskey No says, Jason has a big day planned today? What do you
this is my first live stream of 3 today.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so after this, I'll be on Scott's channel, My Bourbon Journey. We're picking Driftless Glen picks tonight.
Nice.
A bourbon and a rye. Then after that, I'll be on the Scotch for Dummies channel at 10, talking about the terroir of bourbon. So I sent them some bourbons from some different regions. So yeah, it's going to be a busy night.
Oh, that's cool. Well, hopefully I don't think this will get you too schlammer. So
no,
fingers crossed you're not like showing up to the third one like, this is great, guys.
This is nice. So, I mean, already, and now, again, sometimes Scotch producers, will add some color to it, but this has a nice color to it. I feel like this has a decent age to it.
Oh, and just so you know, these are all non-colored, non-chill filtered.
Oh, even better.
So you can enjoy the color.
Even better. Yes, it does actually have a nice color to it. So I would guess like between 12 and 14 maybe for this one.
Okay.
Do you just want me to like guess like proof, age? Like how do you want me to do this?
Just kind of whatever you think.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a little feedback on I keep hearing myself. Oh, there it goes. It's gone now. Okay.
We got the world's top whiskey taster in the chat.
Ooh, what's up? Hey, Maddie. How's it going? Hey, Shayla. Hey, Jason. Hey, everybody. Hi, Maddie. What is used to add color? They use E150A. It's just caramel coloring.
Yeah. Say hi to a few people there.
Oh, yeah, you're good. So, yeah, maybe like age. You don't have to guess proof if you don't want. I'm just kind of more curious. Maybe like you don't have to, but just like regions or just kind of anything you feel comfortable with, like putting out there as you think this is that or this is that.
I mean, if I had to guess off the bat for this one, maybe I'm not really picking out any sort of smoke, so maybe it's a Speyside.
Okay.
There's a lot of really just like beautiful honey characteristic in this one. Really nice honey. It reminds me of like a Balvenie type profile a little bit.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm getting some really nice ex-bourbon notes in here.
Ex-bourbon, yeah. Oh, this is so fun. I'm so glad I sent this to you. This is cool.
Yeah, I got that nice like buttered like toast note to it.
Oh yeah, that's a good note.
Got a little lemon too. Got a little lemon.
A little bit of citrus,
a little bit of citrus.
Yeah.
Open this up a little bit. Is this are any of these so I would imagine you have these in your collection for a reason. Are any of these in your fly some of your personal favorites?
I've got a couple that I really enjoy. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't think I have one that's like a favorite, but there's a couple in here that are like some of my like go-tos, and then the rest of them I still really enjoy. They're just not as good as the other couple that I really like. So we got the Whiskey Dick. Hey, Bill.
Bill in the house, Bill.
Oh my gosh, so many, like this is the power of Jason right here, guys. He's bringing in all the big names.
No, I don't think so.
Tim over at Donner Pass Whiskey. By the way, guys, I tried so hard. So Tim mentioned that I should do a taco and Abasolo Mexican whiskey video. And I filmed that and it did not turn out. So I'm doing something else this week. And yeah, it's not going to happen, sadly. So just so you guys know. Anybody that was looking at Bill, I'm here for Shayla, not Jason. No way.
No, I guarantee Bill is not here for me. I'm just kidding.
We gotta. Oh, by the way, got your little. It's not gonna focus because my camera's terrible, but little mash and drum, Neil Peart. Yeah. Okay. And the rest are Aquavite coins. So.
Oh, nice. There they are. The old Neil Peart coin. Yep.
Thanks for sending me that, by the way.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm ready to freaking taste this.
You get a little apple? I get a little apple on this.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
All right, cheers. I'm gonna try this.
Okay, cheers. I have to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good.
Oh, you like it?
I like this one a lot.
Okay.
It's malty.
Yes. They're all probably gonna be malty.
and I get a lot more of the apple note on the palate than I do on the nose, though. The nose came off a little bit more like ex-bourbon cask, but
yeah. I would definitely agree with that. A little bit more on the palate.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a professional, guys. He's just like nosing. I would have drank all these and wrecked my palate already. It's the drum, Shayla. Drummers rule. Menno, are you a drummer? Do we have another drummer in the midst here? Because you gotta let me know.
There's a few drummers, that are around,
Yeah, freaking Trev and
Cameron
and
Cam at Drums and Drams.
Yep. I feel like I need to get into it now. Like, I need to be another. I feel like I always wanted to play drums, but I just liked guitar a lot. Mm-hmm. And then I like jazz, so I've been getting into saxophone. But I probably need to just learn how to play the drums. Der Burger, Drew Furstenberger. Howdy, Shayla. Howdy.
There is a slight little touch of smokiness to it, but I don't think that's peat at all. I just think that's maybe a little like hint of barrel char or something in there.
Okay. I'm trying not to let my face give anything away. You're on the right track. Let's just say that. I figured you would kill this, and you're already killing it. Okay, DC, join the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club over at freaking Jason's Patreon, right over there. Heck yeah. Jason Bradford, evening. Hello. So you like this one? It's okay?
I do. It drinks easy. I wouldn't say this is a necessarily high proof, but it's very it's like viscous, which I really like.
Mm-hmm.
It really coats the palate well.
Yeah.
It's not overly thin. So even though it's on, sometimes you get like those, 86 or 90 something proof scotches, and
Mm-hmm.
they just go by your palate really fast. This one really sticks around. So I don't think this is a Balvenie now, because I do think Balvenie, as much as I like it, I feel like it leaves your palate a little bit quickly. So I feel like this is something else.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So I'm leaning more towards maybe like a Deanston or something like that. Something that's a little bit more waxy on the palate.
Okay.
And I'm totally taking the word waxy from Roy. He taught me that word.
That's fine. No. Deanston and Kleinleash. Yeah, I think waxy is a really good descriptor. I mean, it's like the best descriptor.
Oh yeah, Kleinleash. Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, can I pin that link? Oh, hold on. Let me go to the YouTube real quick. I need to pin it. I put it in again, but let me pin message. Okay, it's pinned. Thank you, Tony Chitos.
Those are nice. That's a nice round. All right, I'm actually gonna get a little notepad here. I want to take some notes.
Oh sure, yes, yeah.
Because I want to remember what these are when we're done.
Yeah. So yeah, whatever you want to guess.
Maybe, and I wonder if I have any of these.
Yeah.
This this actually carries a nice lingering spice too. Which, man, what the hell is that? That's good. I'm digging that one. I am digging that one. I love the spice on the back end of that. It lingered. Yeah. If you guys know I love a good finish, and if you could take a sip and it just like lingers like this, man. All right, so I'm gonna guess anywhere from 12 to 14 years old.
Okay.
Proof. Man, I feel like it's like 90 something. I just don't know if I want to go like as high as 95 or a little bit like right at 90. But the spice is what's throwing me, because the spice makes me want to say,
yeah, there's a little on the back end. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stay safe and say 90.
Okay.
And I do think it's a space side.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll do age, proof, and then region. Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. Okay.
Oh, cool. And then if you at any point do feel brave and you want to blurt out a distillery, you're more than welcome to do that, obviously. But
all right, if I'm only going to do that if I feel like I'm sure.
Totally fine.
And then you could lay the smackdown later.
Okay. All right.
All right. Can we go to number 2 now? Or
yeah,
B?
sure.
All right, let's go to B.
All right.
Oh.
I'm so excited. Thank you for coming on, man. This is so cool.
I think I already know what B is.
Oh yeah?
Because I love it.
Yeah.
I drink it a lot.
I don't want to give anything away.
All right. I'm not making any assumptions, because listen, there's probably a lot of Scotch distilleries I haven't tried. Just yet. I mean, I've tried a lot of them, but I don't often go back to ones, unless, they really stand out to me.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a beautiful, like, raisin note here.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate. I'm definitely getting some sherry influence here. Yeah, chocolate, raisin, sherry. There's a little bit of nuttiness to it.
Okay, Ben says, "What is it?" I'm just gonna cover my face. Go ahead.
I have to sip it. Don't cover your face yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna sip it first before I think I know what it is.
Okay.
All right.
God dang, that's good.
Hold on a second. I got another stuff.
You're fine. You're like, oh dang it, I gotta drink it again. Oh, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be it.
Yeah. Okay. What? Oh wait. Let me cover my face. Go ahead.
What, you want me to just like to whisper it to the crowd?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if they understood me.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. And they know what it is. They can look it up. And
yeah, I mean, if they know what it is, and
man, this is tasty. Oh, so do your.
Oh yeah, that's got to be it.
Okay.
If I'm wrong about that, I'll send you 6 bottles of whiskey.
All right, guys. No, I'm just kidding. We're getting 6 bottles, guys. If he knows it by the nose, I'm impressed.
And only because I drink this a lot, because this is one of my favorite go-to scotches, hands down.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can call it in a blind, but it's awesome.
If I'm right, like even in a blind tasting, it stands out as just it definitely sticks out. It's mouth coating, all the raisin nuttiness, the little bit of chocolate comes through, slight hint of smoke. That's delishkabibble, so I say.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, crap. Okay, sorry. I don't know if I said this in my head or if I said it out loud. Rank them. Did I tell you that or no?
Oh, we're gonna rank these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for fun. So we can kind of go through them, and then we can kind of go back, and you can kind of do, comparisons and all that stuff. So.
Okay. All right.
Tony Tuto says delicious bibbles. That's awesome.
All right. I think I got that one. I don't think I have to go back to that one.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, that's so far 2 good ones. I'm really curious about that first one because that's I don't feel like that's something I've had recently that has stuck out.
Okay.
Like I said, I
don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you've.
I was leaning towards.
You may have had it, but I don't know.
On the nose, I'm leaning towards the Balvenie or like a Deanston, but the spice on the back end is what totally threw me off.
Okay.
So, all right.
Okay.
All right, let's go to letter C.
Yeah. Okay.
The hell is that? That's a completely different nose. What? Did you sneak a bourbon in here?
Well, I told you one is not.
One is not a Scotch. You said one is not a Scotch, right?
Yep.
This has got to be it because I smelled these other 2 when I freaking poured them.
Oh, that's right. Well, hey, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, so I would guess this. I mean, maybe C is not the Scotch.
Okay.
Man, a lot of vanilla. Get a little bit of honey too here. Get some butter. A lot of butter, actually, like brown butter notes.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you picking up on this one? Because this one, should I not ask you? You don't want to give away anything.
I know. So I was like, I keep wanting to say notes, and then I'm like, no. If I say notes, he might be like, oh, I know what you're talking about. This one, I probably should refrain because if I say a couple of notes, you'll be like, okay, oh yeah.
All right.
But I agree with what you've said so far.
There's a nice little
butter note is like,
yeah. There's a nice little spice on it too.
Adriana over at Whiskey Mountains is in, studying up on the Scotch. Oh yes.
What's up? Adriana's in the house. What's up, Adriana?
Adriana. Shimmy all over.
Now that she told me that she pronounced her name Adriana, I love saying it even more.
Yep. You just get your New York accent out and
get a little nice hint of I think there's like a sherry influence in here too.
Okay.
I think there's some finish going on here.
Oh, by the way, guys, there is a quiz tonight, just like every VPub, just so you know. So if you guys are ready for that, it's happening at the end of the stream. So.
All right. So, and you whip some air in here, and yeah, I think I know what kind of whiskey this is.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go for a sip.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Menno says, Shayla giving it her all to keep a straight face. Her poker face matches Roy's. Yeah.
Okay, so I know what kind of whiskey that is.
Okay. What would you say it is?
I would say it's an Irish. I think it's definitely an Irish whiskey. It's got the Irish whiskey, that like bready, vanilla, honey, like buttery, like punch to it.
Okay.
High proof one too, which is kind of nice.
You think that's high proof?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a higher proof for an Irish whiskey that when you drink some Irish whiskeys, most of them, I wouldn't say all of them, but most of them are kind of on the low end of the proof scale. So when you find one that has a nice proof to it, it really stands out.
Yeah, yep.
So I don't think this is Blue Spot because it doesn't have that amount of finishes to it.
Okay.
I mean, it could be maybe the Powers John's Lane, which has a really nice finish to it, a good pot still. I definitely get that type of. It's a nice spice to it. Could be. I mean, there's Redbreast cask strength, but I remember I don't know if this is the older, the newer bottling, because the newer bottling, I remember not liking at all.
The newer bottling you don't like?
Yeah, the new Redbreast small batch cask strength, I was not a fan of at all.
Oh, okay.
The turquoise box.
So is that okay? That must not be one I've seen before. I don't think.
Yeah, it's the newer one because they kind of like gotten rid of the
rebranded it or something.
Yeah, I think they're starting to get rid of the 12-year 8s. I'm sure Donald ran. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Donald, Irish Whiskey Yoda, let us know. Waiting for Shayla to pull a Matt Porter and be like, "You confident about that?" Yeah, Jason's correct on opposite day. That's what Matt always says. Jason is playing around. He knows Cameron Lochner. Okay.
I don't know. It's definitely a higher proof Irish whiskey. I don't know.
Shayla's trying to hide.
I'm trying to see if I could pick up like some of the whatchamacallit, the sherry notes that are on that Redbreast, but I don't know if I'm getting enough of them to feel like it's definitely Redbreast. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards that John's Lane Irish whiskey, the Powers, which is such a freaking good Irish whiskey, and I gotta thank Donald Rance for introducing me to that one because it's so damn good.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I sent him an email or he sent me an email. I can't remember, but he basically like gave me the rundown on a couple of Irish whiskeys that I need to try. So
yeah, I mean then you get into kind of like the higher proof, like the Middletons. I don't think that really tastes like this either. I don't know. Man, and this one's tough on age because Irish whiskeys are usually finished in like a ton of stuff, and the higher the age they get, the more like tropical they get.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting like a ton of tropical notes. I think I'm getting more of like the bourbon, sherry type of notes to it. I don't know. I have to think about that one.
Hey, Jason, I have a question.
Yep.
Is it annoying being that good? Are you just like, do you ever get sick of just being really good at this?
No. I don't know.
Drew Der Burger says, "Is it bourbony, Jason? Maybe a Blue Spot?" ?
I have the Blue Spot. Remember, Blue Spot is finished in 3 different things. So I can't remember off the top of my head when it's finished in. I think what is it, like Marsala and 2 other different types of
I can't remember. Yeah.
So it has a very distinct, like finished flavor to it. I'm not getting that type of finish on letter C.
Okay.
But man.
Gonna make Jason blush. No, he knows he's good. It's all right.
I'm all right. I had a terrible showing at the Matt's ADHD whiskey thing. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh, that's a very hard competition. So
I went in with the mindset because I always go into a blind tasting like don't think it's anything, don't worry about it, don't think about anything, and I totally went into that trying to figure out what he could have sent me instead of just focusing on what's in the glass.
Yeah.
I
do that every blind flight, man.
I guess the stupidest shit. And then when I went back through the glasses, I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I have said that?
Yeah.
It was so frustrating. And he also put in like 2 whiskeys that I hate. So that didn't make it easy either.
He did that on purpose. No.
He might have.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right.
Man, I just keep tasting C. I just like keep
C is really
drinking
good.
It down.
C is so good.
Yeah.
Nice high proof. There's nothing like a good high proof Irish whiskey.
No need to repost. It's pinned. Oh, I know. I pinned it, but I just thought, just in case like people dismissed that, and then later they're like, "Oh, I want to figure out what he's drinking." I just put it in there real quick.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, whack.
Jeffrey,
The whack attack is in.
All right. Well, I'm going to the D. I always love the
The
D.
D.
The D.
Molasses says it's super easy to overthink blind tastings. I think, first off, my palate is just not good enough yet. I don't have enough reference points, but I feel like a lot of the times it's me getting into my own head that makes it bad. Obviously, my palate's not good enough yet, but like a lot of it is my head.
I mean, Taylor, when I sent you that blind tasting, you killed it. You did a great job when I sent you that blind tasting. You were really. The one thing that I always have trouble with that you were on point with was proof. You called out the proof like, I think you were within like a few points on each one. That was amazing.
I don't know. I did okay. There's some that I do okay, and then some I just totally bomb. It depends on the day, I think. But
Jimmy Leg says the D will wake him up.
Oh, whoops. Where is it?
Now, generally in blind flights, I always love the D.
I think you might like it, but I didn't. I should have put something else in the D spot just so that we could be like, I love the D. But you might like this. So
this is PD, Sweetie, and Meaty.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh, this is nice. It smells like bacon jam.
Oh, bacon jam. That's a good note.
Bacon jam. I'm just writing bacon jam. I don't care what it is.
Dang, now I want some.
Bacon jam. There's a lot of nice vanilla notes here too. Getting some really potent vanilla notes. A little bit like a barbecue peach note. A little bit.
Oh yeah, that's a good note.
Yep.
Dang, now I'm getting hungry. Jason's tasting notes are too good.
Yeah, my notes are always food.
Every whiskey reviewer just really likes food, I think. Like, we all just...
There's a nice, there's a little bit of a floral note to it that I'm picking up as well. Like, almost like if anyone was to, like, smoke flowers. I don't know how that would work, but...
Yeah. Great notes. I totally agree. It's funny because I don't think I've picked up like a floral note on this before. I've picked up the other stuff that you were talking about, but I get it now that you say it. It's like a light floral note. But... Yeah,
very light floral note. Like not like very potent flowers, but just like kind of a wave.
Pepper bacon jam.
Yeah. Hell yeah, pepper bacon jam.
Feedback.
D is a super funky dram. Always get elastoplast. Oh, that's a good note.
I don't know what elastoplast is. Smoky flowers.
Yeah, like a smoky flower. Like if I threw some light flowers on the barbecue, this is what it smelled like.
Okay, yeah, I think so. All
right, I can't wait to try this. Cheers.
All right, cheers. Wow.
Oh, that was way more smoky on the palate than I was expecting.
Me too, actually. I've had this before many times, but it kind of surprised me. After smelling it for a while, I usually don't smell drams that long, and you kind of get accustomed to like what you think it's going to taste like.
And it drinks very light. Like there's no bite to this at all. This is just pure, unadulterated liquid smokiness.
It's really nice. Okay, so elastoplast is Band-Aids, I guess.
Oh yeah, like a Band-Aid,
Okay.
All right, second sip on the finish, I got definitely some more sweet notes, a little bit more of the fruit, a little bit more of the, definitely some more vanillas, a little like wave of caramel too. Has some nice sweetness to go along with that smoke.
Dang.
Yeah, definitely Band-Aids.
Okay, let's see. Oh dang, I keep hearing myself back in my headphones. Okay, it's gone now. Jimmy, I think I'd have to dig a deep hole to get floral on this one. It's like a super light.
I don't get floral on the palate at all.
No,
it's really on the nose.
And it's just a little bit on the nose. There's
very
just
little bit.
Faint in the air kind of thing. I don't know.
Like if someone has like a really nice garden from like, across the street and you just kind of, the wind blows and you get a little wave of it.
First Phil Whiskey says, hello, everybody. Hello, my New Zealand friend.
First Phil, it's a punchy dram, and that's why I love the D. It's a punchy dram.
There's not 2 flights. Sorry, I just forgot to delete the second slide. It's the first slide. The first slide is what we're drinking. Second slide was from last week, and I just didn't delete it.
All right,
for anybody that's wondering.
All right, so I wrote bacon jam. I'm gonna guess this is an Isla, just with the smoke.
Okay.
I mean, it could be another region that also uses smoke, but I'm just gonna go with an Isla. Okay. I don't think there's a lot of age to it. It's very, I would also think it's a little bit lower on the proof scale too. Maybe, maybe like 43% ABV.
Okay, 43.
43. I'll give it like maybe like, I don't know. Sometimes with the smoke, it's hard to kind of judge the age because that smoke.
That's true.
I think like what are your feelings on like do you feel a lot of people say, and this is what I was told when I first got into Scotch, that the longer the stuff ages, the more the peat goes away.
Yes. Yeah, peat diminishes in the cask over time. Yeah.
But I mean, I've had stuff that's like 20-something years old and the freaking peat is loaded. So I'm not sure how, definitive that is.
So I wonder if it might be like, let's say if you have like a Kalila, like a really old Kalila or something, or I don't know, that might be a bad example, but the way that they distilled back then, or the way the peated barley that they got may have been a lot more peated, or the way that they distilled, like if they did a wider cut, you would get more of those heavy phenolic notes. So maybe that it may have been a distilling style, or the peated barley may have been different.
Yeah, I think more that
I haven't had older stuff, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think more that it gets softer, maybe, but it could still hold that punch to it.
Right, maybe. Right. That might be it. Yeah. Andrew the Cannon Buchanan, hello.
This doesn't have if you've tasted some older peated stuff, they're usually a little bit more layered in flavor, and I'm not really getting that here. So I would say this is anywhere from, I don't know, 10 to 12.
Okay.
I would think. So I'm not like well versed on peat, so like calling out distilleries. Obviously, it doesn't taste like Lafroig. Lafroig to me is more cigarette ashy.
Okay.
Just on my palate. I don't know. Ardbeg, it could be Ardbeg because Ardbeg's pretty damn meaty too, and this has like that bacon jam feel to it.
Yeah.
You have Lagavulin, but Lagavulin to me has way more fruits on it.
Yeah, I think that like peach thing that you were talking about really comes through a lot more.
Yeah, I was thinking Lagavulin a little bit at first, but it doesn't. Like the 8 Lagavulin has way more punch to it, I feel.
Yeah.
And the Lagavulin, like if you're going to go to Lagavulin 16, that's way more like layered in flavor.
Yeah.
So that leaves me wondering like what peated freaking thing this could maybe be. I don't know.
Okay, Jimmy Legg says, if you put a heavier peated whiskey in an inactive cask, I think it will last. So maybe those older ones that you've had, they know. Yeah, I mean, they probably don't know when they're laying it down that that's going to be a 25-year-old whiskey. I'm not sure, but yeah, if it's in an inactive cask and then they bottle it, it's like, whoa, this has a lot of smokiness.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little scared to call that one out, but
that's okay. That's all right.
I don't know. Stuff and Whiskey's here. What's up, guys?
Stuff and Whiskey. Late to the party. Cheers, Shayla, Jason, and chat.
We just tried heavily peated stuff for the first time. Quite the eye-opening experience.
Yes. That's awesome. Meaty equals umami.
Oh, yeah, umami. Yeah. For the longest time, I thought umami was an ingredient, but it's not. It's actually just like it's one of the major senses.
It's like the balance of everything, I think, right?
Yeah, it's like the salty and the savory and Yeah.
Dang. I feel like this, and maybe it's just in this flight, I'm really enjoying D, and I like it, but like, oh, excuse me, I'm enjoying it more in this flight, just kind of the order that we're going in.
Yeah, and I can't wait to go back to it because
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
the peated stuff really tends to get a little bit more nuanced as you go back. All right, I'm going to letter E now.
Okay. Molasses says I'm still not old enough for heavily peated whiskeys. Hey, you might never be. It's all right. Okay.
Andrew Buchanan, someone's asking me about what camera I use.
Oh, okay. So I use a very, very just basic webcam. It's a Logitech G something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's like $150 maybe, something like that. Maybe 125. I can't remember. And then Jason has some baller ass camera. What do you have, Jason?
I use a Sony A7 III Alpha. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't even know what that is, but I'm sure it's
webcam.
crispy, guys.
Yeah, it's the same camera I use for my B-roll, my videos overall. So
Yep. Donald Rance, you can actually buy umami pastes. Oh wow, made from mushrooms. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Cool.
Oh, I'm loving E.
Yeah.
I'm loving the nose on E. So okay. I'm also getting some nice peat here, but this is a little bit more layered.
This is one of my favorite peated whiskeys right now.
Oh yeah. I could see why.
It makes me so happy. I just keep smiling. But
this has all the things.
All the things, yeah. I get this cool like confectionery sugar note. Absolutely. Like there's a bunch of other like stuff going on, but I really like that balance of like there's some peatiness, but there's this tons of sweetness in here too.
I mean, honestly, it's gonna sound weird, but I'm getting like campfire, but toasted marshmallows on top.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's like this sugary sweetness, campfire-y thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
so Jeffrey, so I sent Jeffrey this for his birthday, and he loved it. So people seem to like it. Well, I mean, not everybody, but
not everybody loved it.
Not everybody, but pretty much everybody I've sent it to really enjoys it. And then I've seen some people comment that they don't like it. So it depends on who you are, of course, but in general, I think people like it. Whiskey Mountain's researching cameras, got to upgrade from the phone. Oh yeah, I mean, mine is nothing special, but it works. I do want to get a nice camera eventually. I just have for my videos, I have a Nikon D3300. It's basically like one of the cheapest like DSLR cameras that you can get, but it works.
I'm getting like chocolate. I'm getting dark fruits. I'm getting smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting sugar. This is freaking delicious on the nose. I haven't even tasted it yet, but the nose is incredible. I can nose this glass for days.
Yeah, me too.
I'm getting so much chocolate in here coming off the other ones. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I'm coming off the other ones.
Just the order, yeah. But no, I definitely agree with that those darker fruits.
Yeah, definitely darker fruits here. I'm getting kind of like a date, dark raisin. Definitely maybe some sherry influence in there.
Yeah.
I think the chocolate brings that too. But it's getting like more like cocoa powder too as I kind of go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's good. I don't know if I've ever had something like this before. All right, I got to try this shit.
All right, cheers.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
It's definitely different. It's different than D for sure, but.
Oh, yeah. It's miles beyond D, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just so much more layered and nuanced and.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is one that you could really pick apart. Like, you could spend a good amount of time with this and just kind of get into it.
Absolutely.
Excited for this. Oh, whoops. Excited for this pour is what Whiskey Mountain says. Ben Jenny just sent in a super chat, and I feel like those are Danish kroner or something. I have no idea. 100 of them, so thank you. Okay, I'll tip in a little to the new camera. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Thanks for doing the VPub substitute bartending thing. Cheers to both of you. Thanks so much, Betty. Appreciate it. Jimmy Leg, well, D is a slap in the face with a large fish. Okay, that's one way to put it. Oh, Pete Head, okay.
Oh, D is a large slap in the face with a fish?
Yeah, that's what Jimmy says. Pete Head Frank, I have not checked what the samples are, but based on your description, I might have a guess. That'd be kind of interesting to hear. Pete Head, let us know when we do the reveal later tonight if what we're talking about is what you think we're talking about. Jason, my guest tonight, just sent in a freaking $25 super chat.
I'll throw you a quick super chat for having me on. Thank you. Put that to your camera fund.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness, I love E so much, so hard. I love it.
So hard.
I love it so hard.
I should have put it in D just so you could. But I did. I wanted it to be the last one in terms of the order because I don't know, it just seemed right. But
yeah, as far as like a vertical here, going from A to E, it's definitely been a very interesting progression.
Yeah.
And kind of throwing the C in the middle, which was, obviously something different. I think that was like a nice, like little palate cleanser before heading to the smoky ones here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm trying to think what I'm trying to think what E could be with that smokiness and the.
I wonder if you've had this before. I don't know if you've had it before. You probably have, but
I might have, but it might not be something that I remember being this good.
Yeah. Yeah. Jimmy Lake, higher definition Shayla, I'm in. Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man, when I'm editing my thumbnails, I'm like, I look so freaking fuzzy. Oh, dang it. But it's all good. It'll happen eventually, so. David Babcock, my new patron, says, Jason loves it so hard. I'm so happy. I heard that at work. LOL. That's great.
Between loving it so hard and getting slapped in the face with a fish, I don't know which way to go tonight. Yep.
Yeah, with C, I was originally going to put C last, but then I was like, especially with the P, I thought, oh no. And then when I tasted it, I thought, oh, that might be nice to actually put in the middle to kind of separate the two kind of chunks, I guess. I don't know.
Damn, that's good. And again, it's not sticking out to me like something like either you think of the big three, like an Ardbeg, Lafroig, Lagavulin.
Uh-huh.
Because maybe I just haven't had enough of them. I've had some really, so I don't know if you know Dustin, Top Shelf Dustin is using the chat, or DH Silv. I go to his buddy's Mike's house from Top Shelf Whiskey Reviews, and I mean, I've gotten to try, the last time I was there, I had a 23-year-old Ardbeg, the 21-year-old Ardbeg, Lagavulin, like Fagiel releases, just crazy, crazy shit that I would never, ever get to try. So... And this one is not really reminding me of anything except
of any of those.
I did have a Lafroig 28 that had this type of layer, so maybe this leans towards Lafroig over Lagavulin, but I still don't know if I'm comfortable enough to call it out.
That's okay. Well, and it'll be interesting,
it doesn't have the big age factor to it that I'm getting, but there's the amount of flavor in this one. This might be my favorite of the lineup, but
okay. Yeah, I'm really interested to hear your rank after we kind of go back through them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and kind of reverse engineer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna reverse engineer this shit.
Yeah, we'll just kind of hop around to wherever you want. First of all, Whiskey just sent in 10 New Zealand dollars. Another for the camera fund. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And Jerry Miller just sent in $5. I always follow the crowd, and super chats seem to be in right now. Thanks, Jerry.
Appreciate come on, guys, get this girl a new camera. Shit.
Oh, well, luckily we're getting there on Patreon, so I'm just kind of saving up all of the Patreon stuff, and hopefully I'll be able to get a new one.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. What you need to watch for. This is the reason why I got the Sony.
Okay.
Because this Sony was kind of like the camera to have. That was also looking at a Canon that was actually pretty good, but everyone was saying that they were overheating. So I kind of nixed that, and I got because I think Canon overall is better on color than Sony.
Okay. Yeah.
But Sony and Canon, all these guys release new cameras like every freaking third day, like Apple does with Macintosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you have like an eye on a camera that's just good for your needs, if you're looking for 120 frames per second, so you can do some slow-mo shots or just some high definition. When those new cameras come out, they'll usually slash the prices of the previous release in half. Yeah. So that's why I got this one, because they announced a new one, and then this camera was all of a sudden
was on sale
like by a wide margin. So I grabbed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking when I am like ready to get a new one, I was thinking I'll message all of you guys and say, okay, what do you use, and like how does it work? Do you like it? Do you not like it?
I will tell you though, a new camera comes with some upgrades, because my old computer could not handle the new camera, so I had to upgrade then my computer to handle the 4K.
Gotcha.
So it's a rabbit hole. I'm just warning you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a new laptop when I started editing, because I was trying to edit, and literally like every 10 seconds it would crash because it just couldn't handle the, it was just too taxing on the computer to be editing. Whiskey Mountain says she's trying to explain her logic without actually giving anything away directly. Yes.
God, that's good. E is so damn good.
I love E. I like a lot of these actually, but E is like the bomb. Yeah. Josh Pence, HD Camera Fun, 2 of my favorite channels. Cheers. Oh, thanks, Josh. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Josh. Okay,
Jimmy, I would have put Campbelltown in this flight, but I don't have a bottle of Campbelltown whiskey. So
you don't?
No. I've tried Campbelltowns, but I don't actually have a Campbelltown, because every time I go to the liquor store, there is none. So.
Oh, that sucks. Somebody's got to get you a bottle of
Eventually.
Yeah, sure. Eventually.
I love Campbelltown.
Yeah.
Probably, I would say that might be my favorite region. If I had to pick one, it might be my favorite. It's the bomb one.
All right, so I'm going back through here. I'm going to go back to the D.
Okay. Marcus Kreitner, oh my gosh, just sent in 30 euros. Well, let's see how much of a camera we can get you today. Oh, thanks, Max. Appreciate it. Camera Fun, too slow. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Oh my gosh, you guys are so kind. Amazing. Okay,
all right, so D, I still get the bacon jam, still get the nice smoke. There's a little bit like somebody rubbed some funk on it.
Okay.
A little bit of funkiness to it.
Oh wow, that smells so much different going back to it.
Right? Yeah. I'm getting more of the apricot now.
Yeah, and I'm getting this we kind of talked about the citrus a little bit, but it's like this really light, malty, lightly citrusy, fruity kind of thing.
For sure.
Way more when you come back to it. It's crazy.
Cohen, Springbank in Mexico is like trying to get it in Ohio. Very true, man. I can't get Springbank in Ohio either. I got to go to Kentucky or somewhere else to get it.
Yeah. I've never seen any Campbelltowns down here for sure. And then whenever I go up to the States, that's like the first thing I do is look for them, and there are none. So at least where I go. So
I have a Springbank 10 local barley that's just absolutely phenomenal.
Oh my God. I had Matt.
It's right there. It's within arm's reach.
Within arm's reach, Will. You might have to have it later tonight.
Yeah.
Luna just sent in 10 euros. Let's get this camera thing rolling. Guys, you're so sweet. I was talking about like a year from now or 2 years from now. I wasn't talking about right now. You guys are nuts. Erwin, oh my gosh. I'm going to butcher your last name so bad. Hold on. Laranga? Laranga. I don't know. Sorry, Erwin. Thank you so much for the super chat. Donnie! Linux Cat, Shayla Wayla.
What's up, Donnie?
Hey, Donnie.
Oh my God. You go to D. You go to C
after
coming off of D.
Oh, wow.
It's a whole nother experience. Oh my God. This is candy. Wow. Now I'm getting.
Oh my God. So sweet.
Now I'm getting the pineapple coming off of these two in the glass.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had the Bourbon Junkies on this last Saturday, and I was so nervous. I always get very nervous. For some reason, I'm doing okay right now. I think it's just because you're a good. I know you're not the host, but you're just a good host, or like a good, combo
Yeah,
partner.
you're. There's no need to be nervous. I'm just.
But I forgot to have them go backwards. Like we did the flight, and then I was like, okay, let's have a bourbon, let's have a cigar. Because I was like, cigars like calm me down. And so I was like, I just need to get a cigar like right now. And I should have had them go back because it's always interesting to see how they change.
Totally is. Oh my God. C is definitely an Irish whiskey.
Okay.
It's definitely an Irish whiskey. It's definitely a higher proof. I would say up around at least up or close to that 100 proof area.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
Maybe even a little higher.
I was just trying to do an ADHD whiskey. Are you sure about that?
Oh, yeah. Are you sure about that? Oh, I'm sure that's an Irish. And if I get it wrong, then Donald Rance will skewer me. So
true.
He will use his Yoda powers and be like, "You are now disappeared," and just make me go.
Oh my gosh, dude! I freaking love your impressions. They're so awesome.
Yes.
Amy Bohm. A year. Let's do it now. The zombie apocalypse could be soon. Well, thank you so much, Amy, for the super chat. You guys are so freaking amazing. It's just bonkers.
How many of Jason's points will he wager on that guess?
Oh gosh, that was so crazy yesterday. Oh. Disappeared you are. I can't even do it. I'm not even gonna try.
Disappeared you are.
There we go.
Sometimes my Yoda ends up sounding like Grover from Sesame Street.
Yeah, you do a Kermit the Frog, don't you?
This is near and this is far. You remember that? You remember that, growing up? I remember that shit.
You do a Kermit the Frog too, right?
Yes, I do, Taylor. I do Kermit the Frog drinking some peated whiskey. Piggy would not like it because it smells like her.
Oh my god! Oh, this is so great.
Piggy, why do you smell like Lefroy?
That's like creepy how good that is.
Piggy, you smell like bacon jam.
Oh, Whiskey Witch. What's up, guys? Finally caught you live. That's awesome.
Why does Yoda always sound like Kermit?
He just starts mixing them together. Yoda and Kermit are both great. Maybe that's why. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Lefroy needs to hire him for a commercial. Yes.
They need to hire Kermit. They need to hire Kermit for a commercial.
You're basically Kermit. Oh, my face hurts now.
Yeah, I mean, for the Irish whiskey, I would have one of two guesses. I would say it's either the Powers John's Lane or it's got to be the Redbreast Cask Strength, the old school 12-year, because it's got a little bit of that sherry kick to it. Those are going to be. I'm not comfortable enough to go with one or the other, but
that's okay.
It's definitely a nice, beautiful Irish pot still. Totally. So, all right, back to B.
Lito says, "Yep, we lost Jason."
Oh yeah, I'm gone. I'm way out there, baby. Yeah, B.
Oh, wow. And then when you go back to B, it's just like
B got so much more like sun-made raisin box.
Oh my god. Yeah, just like a straight up raisin box.
Straight up raisin box.
You open your freaking lunch pail and you're just like, sweet, mom packed the sun-made. I'm ready.
Did I ever tell you the story of my grandma, my beloved grandmother, who used to send me to school with lunches that were bigger than me?
Like, you got like a freaking 12-inch baguette with like all the Italian freaking fixings.
My grandmother would give me a freaking Italian hero like this big and say, "Go to school. Yeah. This is your lunch. And by the way, I put a 2-liter bottle of Coca-Cola in your backpack."
That is the freaking best. I love that. When you said that story, I think it was on your channel when you were talking about it. It was just like, that's so awesome. For me, if that happened to me, I would have been like the freaking traitor at the lunchroom. I would have been like, "You want to have my sandwich? Pudding cup? I need that." Like, I would just freaking slice it up. "You want an Italian sandwich? You got to pay for it."
Yeah, the huge freaking sandwich. Oh, man. That letter B is got it. It's Boona Hoppin' 12. Telling you.
Wow.
It's got to be. Got to be. If I'm wrong, then I'm just retiring. It's got to be Boona. I drink so much of that shit. It's one of the few Islas that it's one of the two only Bunnahabhains I could actually get here in Ohio. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God I could get that every day. Man.
So Luna says a box of raisins for lunch, America. It's not the only thing you have for lunch. It's just like a little bit of your lunch.
Yeah, just a little bit of you always get the little Sun-Maid box raisin.
I got a Pop-Tart, just one Pop-Tart, one. Just like
one Pop-Tart.
Marcus, now I'm hungry.
Have you ever seen the comedian Brian Regan? And he talks about Pop-Tarts and how I'm probably going to kill the skit, but
that's okay.
Basically, he talks about how there's directions on the side of the Pop-Tart, and it's like, step 1, open pouch.
Like, what else do you think I'm supposed to do?
Step 2, put the pastry in the toaster. It's like, do they really feel like we're dumb enough that we needed to figure have those?
Like, have it totally, yeah. What's
Step
his name?
1, open pouch.
What's the guy's name? The comedian?
Brian Regan. He's hysterical.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Number 1 was letter A.
Mm-hmm.
Was probably the most surprising. It's the one that's kind of like between A and E. Those are the two that have kind of befuddled me the most.
Okay.
Well,
in
actually,
terms of knowing what they are.
Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. D and A, I think, are befuddling me the most because D, I don't really think I've had a type of peat like that. And A, I thought I had it nailed with like a whatchamacallit, like a Balvenie or a possible a Deanston, but the spice that's lingering on is throwing me. So I'm not really sure what A is. The only thing I'm sure maybe is that it's 12 to 14 years old, the space side. All right, so you want me to rank these?
Yeah. That's true, Luna. There might be someone who toasted it, like they toasted the pouch. And then Marcus says, I'm sure at one time somebody killed himself while trying to heat a Pop-Tart. That's why the instructions are there.
Oh my God. Tony Two Toes. He wrote the big yellow one's the sun. Yes, that's part of his skit. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check him out. I freaking love I love watching comedy shows, so I'm surprised I don't know who he is because I feel like I know a lot of comedians, but
Cameron Lochner says, I always skip step 2. So you didn't toast them, Cameron? You just ate them straight out of the pouch, I guess?
So first off, I liked toaster strudels way more than I liked Pop-Tarts.
Oh, hell yes.
My dad would always get Pop-Tarts, and I'm like, Dad, get the toaster strudels.
I don't know what Pillsbury puts in their icing, but it's basically icing crack.
Yeah. And the reason that he didn't get them is because literally I'd eat like 2 a day for breakfast, and then I'd get home and be like, I need a couple more of those. So.
What was your go? I was always a strawberry or a blueberry toaster strudel guy.
Yeah,
what about
you? Strawberry was my jam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't had one of those since I was a kid.
Well, guess what you're going to buy? Guess what you're buying tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't even know if they sell them here, but I'm gonna look because
they don't have toaster strudel in Mexico. That's a travesty.
I know, like they have 8 million other things that will make you like diabetic and really fat, so they need to have those too.
All right, so I think for me, E is the standout number 1. I love E. E is so damn good. All right, so E is number 1. Man, what the hell is number 2? Well, it might actually be easier to pick last place for me.
Yeah, go for it.
Man, in this flight, it's tough. You have that outlier, which is C, which I think is the Irish whiskey.
Okay.
Which is delicious. Man, B is one of my favorites.
Luna, do you not have toaster strudels in Germany? Like, that would be weird, right?
I'm moving this down the lane here. All right, so E's number 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna put.
And you're more than welcome to taste a couple if you need to go back and forth and see what.
Oh yeah, I'll probably taste a little bit. I mean, man, B is one of my favorites, so I feel like I have to put that second. Because B is if B is what I think it is, it's one of my favorites. I'm gonna put that second. But yeah, E just took that shit over.
Yeah.
So damn good.
And B is really good though.
I'm actually going to put D last because even though it was smoky and good and a little bit funky, it didn't have the finish I wanted. It was a little bit. It doesn't have a very long, lengthy finish, and that's what I look for in a whiskey.
Yeah.
That's just my palate. So if it, like, I actually think A was more interesting than D because it had that little spice kick to it. So I'm actually gonna put A in third.
Okay.
Well, let me choose between A and C here.
Yeah, you're fine. So yeah, all the Germans or Austrians are saying we have real strudel. Yes, I'm sure your real strudel is way better than toaster strudel, but for Americans, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, they don't need Pillsbury. They got like real people making real strudel up in that.
Making real legit,
up in that country, yeah.
Yes. Mood to Mook. Jason is so freaking good at whiskey and Whiskey Tube. Such an enjoyable watch every time. Love you too, Shayla. Thanks, Mood to Mook. Appreciate it. Yes, Jason is the legit G. Like, the OG.
I don't know.
I know. Okay, sorry, guys. Sorry to any Germans that I said, you don't have toaster strudel in Germany? I apologize. I love toaster strudel, and I haven't been to Germany, so I don't know how freaking amazing it is. I'm sure it's wonderful. So
I don't know. Maybe,
sorry, guys.
Maybe D isn't last. I have to maybe change this up a little bit. Okay. D is every time I go back to D, it's actually really good.
And it doesn't, even if it is fifth, it doesn't mean you don't like it. You just liked the other ones more, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think, as much as I enjoyed A, it definitely drinks a lot softer than the others.
Yeah.
But I do like that spice. So maybe I'd probably put D in 4. You know what? I might just put the Irish whiskey in last because the smoke and everything else that I really like in these are kind of taking over.
Okay.
It's really, I could put A and D as like third, like 3-1 and 3-2.
Right.
I mean, it's just whatever I'm in the mood for. They're both right there. There's attributes of A that I love. I love the spice on the back end. But then D, the more I sip it, the more it's evolving. And I think that's what a good peated Scotch does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting more interesting every time I sip it. And then A.
Yeah, it is pretty dang good. Gosh.
Man.
Well, I'm glad you're having a slightly tough time because that means that the flight.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Literally, I could put A and D both in third because they're both just really interesting to me.
Okay.
And then C, as good as I love, as much as I love C.
Yeah.
That I'm telling you, it's an Irish whiskey. It's just too buttery not to be. It doesn't really remind me of a bourbon or a rye. Man.
Yes, Adriana, toaster strudel to real strudel is kind of like Chef Boyardee to actual pasta. It's just cheap, childhood abstract mimic.
You can find surprising. My grandmother actually used to give me Chef Boyardee every now and again.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's like when she was too busy cooking for my grandfather, she would just like a real quick. So like, here's some like quick fucking canned raviolis.
You're like, Grandma,
where's the good stuff? What's happening?
Make me the friggin' pasta.
Come on, Grandma. What are you slacking tonight? What's happening?
Donald Rants, A is my favorite from its region. I always have A and D on my shelves. Okay, so A. Okay.
Yeah, I could see why, Mr. Yoda.
Jimmy Legg says you should always include an easy last place. Okay. Good note.
This is a tough flight. They're all good in their own right, honestly.
Yeah, they're different. But
but like for me, if I have a flight of just all good whiskeys, you really just look for the one that's the standout. And E was easily the standout tonight. B, which I think is definitely the Bunnahabhain 12. That's only up there because it's one of my favorites of all time. Yeah. Whether you guys agree or not, I don't know, but I just love Bunnahabhain 12, and that definitely tastes and smells like it. So, it could even be an older, maybe a Bunnahabhain I hadn't really had yet, but to me, it kind of goes like the 18. I have a couple of the old bottlings of the Boonhaven 18 before they changed the label.
Oh, okay.
And that is just like all like chocolate and chestnuts, like roasted chestnuts to me.
Oh my God.
That's so ridiculous. All right, I'm staying with this lineup, I think.
Okay, so what's your lineup again?
All right, so I'm gonna say last place was C, which was I called out as an Irish whiskey, either the Powers Lane,
Okay.
or the Redbreast 12. I think it's one of those two. I'm guessing it's a little over 100 proof. I'm saying 100 proof, maybe a little higher than that. My fourth place, basically third place combined.
Yeah.
Is D. So D, I said, was from Isla. I said it was bacon jam. I said it was about 43% ABV and around 10 to 12 years old. I don't really know what peat that is.
Okay.
That was a little bit tough for me to kind of pick out. I'm not really sure. There's probably one that I know that I'm just not remembering that it could be, and I just can't freaking think of it right now.
Yeah.
A, which I said was a 12 to 14-year-old Speyside. I also think that's around, I would say maybe like the 43% ABV.
Okay.
Okay. So as far as a Speyside, I can't think of what that is that has that spice to it. It's probably, again, something that I don't know. If I had to guess, maybe Deanston, but it just doesn't have. Deanston, from what I remember, does not have the spice that has. So I don't think it's Deanston. There's probably a distillery I'm just not thinking of, but
it's all right.
I don't think it's Balvenie, which I thought it was off the nose. I don't know if it's Klein Leash, because it doesn't taste like that. The Klein Leash, like the unpeated one that I have. I don't know.
It's okay. So you're going with that it's a Speyside, not a Klein Leash Highland or a Deanston Highland.
No, I'm saying I'm definitely thinking it's a Speyside.
Okay.
B, I called out. That's Boonhaven 12.
Okay.
Isla, 46% ABV. Done and done. E, man. E has me.
So we actually have the same order.
Really?
Yeah. In terms of rank.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yep. I think same with you. I could have gone another way. There was a ton that I liked, and it's weird because you like them for different reasons. So it really depends on your mood and kind of how you're feeling that day. There's some days where, one might be the top, but for today we have the same order.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot going on in D, and I'm sorry, E.
Okay.
And I'm just not sure how to quantify. I think this is there's a lot of casks going on. I think it's a mix of bourbon sherry. There's some chocolate. There's some bourbon notes going on in here. There's some really nice campfire. If I had to pick a distillery, it doesn't taste like Ardbeg to me. So I would have to go with Lagavulin or maybe even Laphroaig. Maybe like some kind of like ultra-aged Laphroaig I haven't had. I have had the Laphroaig 28. I've been lucky enough to have that again at with Dustin and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
But this one just seems to be a lot more nuanced, and if it is one of those, I don't feel like I've tasted anything like this one. So I'm not really sure. My gut instinct was telling me Lagavulin at first.
Okay.
But I don't know. I haven't had many Laphroaigs either, so I'm not really sure if that could be a Laphroaig as well. But my gut was telling me Lagavulin, but I feel like it's definitely right at maybe 100 proof as well, I would guess.
Okay.
For the last one.
Sugar Kitty, Shayla's grinning. I'm really trying to keep a straight face, guys.
Man.
I really like watching poker. Like, I was really into poker for a long time.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm better at a poker table than I am in real, for this stuff. But yeah, poker face is not super good. I probably have way too many tells. Do you play poker? I hope not, Jaime. Oh, that's awesome. Thank
So
goodness Shayla covers half of her face, helps with the poker face. Yeah, I feel like I'd be one of those poker players that like wore shades and you know, like a hoodie and just like listen to music and didn't talk to anybody.
All right, so what do you want to start with here? You want to go from last to first since we have the same lineup?
So okay. I was thinking we could actually go like A B C D E, just like how we drank them.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Just because I want E to be like the last one.
Okay. All right, cool. So. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay,
cool. And then we'll do the quiz if you're down to
totally down for the quiz.
Okay, cool.
All right, so A I had like right in the mix. So A I said it was 12 to 14 years, Speyside, 43%. I'm not really sure what the hell Speyside was. There's a lot of Speyside distilleries. I couldn't pick one out. So
Jimmy Lake says, why is this guy not drinking more whiskey from Scotland? He has a great nose and palate. It kind of makes me angry now that I think about it. Yes, because he's mostly a bourbon drinker.
No, I honestly I do drink a lot of Scotch. It's just
he does have a lot of Scotch.
Like for my channel, even though I do some Scotch reviews.
Yeah.
I mainly get asked about bourbon. That's really why, honestly.
Yeah. So you were fucking spot on. Oh, sorry. Pardon my language, guys. Forgot this was the V-Pub. This is the Craig Alecky 13 year. It's a Speyside.
Holy shit. I had that bottle.
But it uses worm tubs. So you're getting like this little bit of like a smoky thing or like a little bit of a heaviness.
Yeah.
So this like sulfuric kind of thing that you get is from that.
A worm tub?
Yes. Do you know what that is?
What the hell is that? School me.
So
Shayla.
There's basically two different kinds. I have the video for this week is worm tubs versus shell and tube condensers. So it's connected to the line arm of the pot still, and the worm is just a big copper coil, and it sits in this super big tub on the outside of the distillery that's filled with cold water. And so it's a ton of copper, so you would think like, oh, that makes a light whiskey, but it condenses super quickly, so it actually makes a more heavy, like sulfuric kind of whiskey.
Wow.
And then a shell and tube is it's filled, so it's a tube with a bunch of tubes of like cold water in it, like little like 150 to 100 of those. And then when the alcohol vapor hits that, it will condense, but it actually has a lot more copper content. So it's like if you think of like Tomatin, they use shell and tube, and they're way like lighter whiskey. So
yeah,
totally. So this is one of like only 17 distilleries that uses worm tubs in all of Scotland, which is pretty cool. So,
dude, that's
it's basically the condensing vessel.
I actually have this bottle, but I don't think I've gone to it very. I think it's just kind of one of those scotches that it's kind of got lost on the bottom of all my shelves. Man, I'm pulling that shit out later.
Yes,
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Donald says great explanation. Yeah, so totally. I just made a video on it, so that's why it's kind of fresh in my head. But that'll be the video that's coming out this Saturday. It's shell and tube versus worm tubs. So.
Yeah, that's a great explanation. I'm definitely gonna tune in for that because worm tubs is kind of that's a different thing I really haven't heard too much about in my exploration of Scotch.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. Okay, so that was that one. So you said between 12 and 14 years. It's 13 years. Exactly.
Okay.
And it's a Speyside. It is 46% ABV. So
46, I said 43. Okay.
Yeah. Originally, though, you did say a little bit higher. You were like, I think it's like 90 proof. So, you're pretty close.
Yeah, it just, again, it had that spice to it, which was nice. Does the worm tub, does that kind of give it a little bit of more of a spice, or is that something different?
I think that might just be the barrels that are used.
The barrels? Okay.
Yeah, because I think it just makes like a more sulfuric and kind of heavier whiskey. Those are like the main things that a worm tub will do. It might add spice to it though. I've never had like one that's not worm tubbed and one that is worm tubbed from the same distillery, so hard to say exactly, but I think
you're like totally speaking to my nerdy. For those of you guys that watch my channel, you guys know I'm a big geek and I like to study and all this shit. So this is speaking to my whiskey nerddom.
Yes, me and Jason are like, two peas in a pod.
What's the whatchamacallit? What's the maturation on the Craig Alecky 13?
I'm pretty sure it's ex bourbon and a little bit of ex sherry.
Oh, so there is sherry in there. I was wondering.
So maybe a little bit of spice either from the ex-bourbon. I know sometimes I get a little bit of spice from that, but I also get a little bit of spice from European oak sometimes. So it might be a little bit of that sherry.
Yeah.
Influence, but I don't think there's too much.
Okay. Yeah, there was. I wasn't sure of that, but I was getting a lot of bourbon notes, but was picking up some fruits. So I was wondering if there was some sherry influence in there.
Yeah, I think there is a little bit. I'm not sure the exact percentage, but it's bourbon and X sherry.
All right, so B.
So B.
I'm staking my rep. Yes.
Just absolutely nailed it. 46.3% ABV, Bunnahabhain 12-year.
Boom.
Killed it.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Killed it. That
now,
was so awesome.
If you pulled out some other funky Bunnahabhain that I did not know about, I still would have been happy because holy shit, I found another Bunnahabhain I got to get.
I think Craig Alecky goes a little deeper into the feints than most Speyside distilleries. Yeah, so a little bit of that heavier style and then double down on it with the worm tub. So yeah, a little bit of a heavier one. Sorry, what were you saying, Jason?
No, I was just saying that I have about 7 or 8 different Bunnahabhains that I've collected.
Nice.
I have 2 bottles of the old 18s. I have the PX Sherry special release. I have one of the Pablo Cortado releases. So
nice.
I love my Bunnahabhain.
That's awesome.
Where's B right here? I'm just gonna keep drinking that shit.
Yeah. Oh man, I could drink that all day. Actually, I'm out because I enjoyed it too much.
It's the raisin like chestnut note that I get in it that just speaks to me.
Yeah.
Around Christmas every year, my family we don't do chestnuts on an open fire around Christmas, but we do throw chestnuts in the oven at a very high temperature until they get really, really, really well done, almost to the point where they're like burnt.
Oh wow!
And then we take them out and we peel them and we eat them. And I don't know, I get like this roasted chestnut note in Bunnahabhain 12, and especially the Bunnahabhain 18, that just totally speaks to me. So
Eric, wait, Whiskey Studies. Bunnahabhain is Gaelic for "buy me now."
Yes.
Mouth of the river, buy me now, whatever.
Hell yeah, Eric.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
That's awesome.
So everybody was saying that I should have pumped you and I should have pulled out the C bottle to tell you that it was B, just to mess with you. So do you want to see what C is?
Wait, what C I said was the Irish whiskey, and I said it was 100 proof or maybe a little higher. I guessed John's Lane or Redbreast 12. What is it?
It is Redbreast 12.
Son of a bitch.
So this is the old one because it does say 12-year. It doesn't say the small batch or whatever.
Yeah, the small batch has like the turquoise label on it.
Okay, yeah. So this is still the 12-year-old one, and it's 57.6% ABV.
I'm telling you, Shayla, if you ever come across the turquoise one, it's like almost like I want you to buy it just to see
the difference.
Just to see how different and how like less in quality it is to that 12-year. It's crazy. I've talked to Donald about it many times. That's crazy.
Oh, Marcus, thanks so much, Max. Shayla is such a whiskey nerd. It really takes on knowledge like a dry sponge takes on water. I love it. Oh, thanks. When you did a while back, you did the Maker's Mark. You did a Maker's Mark review. Yeah.
And you went through the history. You went, about the star. The S and the stars on the bottle.
Yep.
And I'm like Shayla, she knows her shit. I'm liking this. So
I feel like, I mean, not to say that my content is anywhere near yours. It's definitely not. But I feel like you're one of my like main inspirations for the channel because I really like how you kind of do your thing. Like we kind of both do that. We do like the history and we talk about whiskey and that sort of thing. So I just do it more with Scotch and you do it more with bourbon. So
yeah, I feel like as a solo reviewer, it's kind of fun to kind of dive into the history a little bit and talk about it. And I love how you respect that for each distillery or each whiskey that you talk about. So kudos to you.
Well, kudos to you too, because you do it. I see you did study Gaelic. Perfect translation. There you go. Okay, so that was that one. So you basically called that. You darn near called it.
I near called it.
You were between two, which is very impressive. You said it was Irish. You said it was.
All right, so I sniped Bunnahabhain 12. Nailed that one.
Darn near sniped this one.
Darn near sniped. I did say Irish whiskey. So now we're getting into 4 and 5, which were the smoky ones.
Yes.
So D, I really didn't have. I said Bacon Jam. It's from the Bacon Jam Distillery. I said it was an Isla, 10 to 12 years old, and 43%, and I really could not peg what smoke that was. It didn't taste familiar to me.
So it's very funny that you say that. You're super close. So this
Okay.
is Lechik.
Oh,
So this is a 10-year.
I heard Roy talk about this bottle like forever.
Yeah, he loves this. This is like one of the staples in his house. He just like buys it all the time.
Yeah.
So it's 46.3% ABV. But the reason that you couldn't figure out what it was, you thought it was an Isla. They use Isla peat, but this is from the Isle of Mull. So it's just, that's probably why you couldn't peg it. It's like slightly different, but it uses Isla peat. So you were very close without actually being able to say what it was. So.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it drinks, I don't know, there's something about it that drinks like softer, but still has like some of that, the funk on it, the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could not, it didn't have like a traditional smoky profile. I could not like peg it.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different. So it's kind of funny because it's from the Tobermory distillery, and I'm pretty sure that the actual Tobermory like 12 that they put out is unpeated. So it'd be kind of interesting to see, what characteristics are coming from the distillate. It's different because it's going to be peated versus unpeated barley, but it would be interesting to try it.
I don't think that's available in Ohio, but if it is,
Lechik, is it?
I'm totally grabbing a bottle of that.
Okay.
It's, how do you pronounce that shit?
Okay, so yeah, it's kind of a weird. So it's Lechik. It looks like Ledag,
yeah,
but it's like Lechik, like a chick.
Lechik.
Yep.
That's not confusing at all.
Nope. Roy and I get it for free. We're originally from Mull. Also, we're originally Coos. I always have Lechik 10 on hand. Fantastic dram. Awesome, Donald. So cool. Yeah, and Jura and Mull are close to Isla geographically. So yeah, it's interesting. You're basically as close to Isla as you can get without being Isla.
I've had a bunch of Juras, and I gotta say I wasn't too impressed with the Jura bottlings. They're very. A
lot of people don't seem to like them.
There's just I know they rebranded and rebottled, and I don't know if they went like lower in proof than the old bottles, but I was not impressed with the Jura stuff.
Yeah, I had, and this one is a ridiculous one that Matt from Whiskey Crusader sent me, but it was a Jura 18-year Grand Cru.
Yeah.
It was bonkers, ridiculous, delicious, but I think most of the stuff is not like that.
Okay. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I wrote down Lechik 10, and the last one, my favorite, E, which was a chocolatey, fruity, smoky, oh my God. What did I say? Maybe Lagavulin, maybe Lafroig, something.
Yep.
What the hell is this?
Okay. So this is Lafroig Lore.
This is the Lore?
Yes.
Oh my God. I've been staring at that bottle for months and I've never pulled the trigger.
So have you not had this before?
I haven't. No.
Oh, cool. So it's 48% ABV, by the way.
Oh my.
So you're right on. You said I think around 100. So you were
around
very close.
48%?
Mm-hmm.
This is glorious.
Yeah.
This is another bottle I'm going to buy tomorrow. Holy shit.
Okay. There we go.
Oh my God. That is so delicious.
Yeah, I really like it. Forgive me if I say the wrong person, but I think DC sent me this. Pretty sure DC sent me this. So.
What does it cost where you are, Jason? I'll actually look it up right now.
Yeah.
We go on OHLQ, which is Ohio, and let me look up Lafroig Lore and see how much it is.
Elmer. Well, we know where your money is going tomorrow. Yes.
Lafroig Lore is $100 US.
Oh, that's not bad.
Is that about right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. There's some places it's more expensive than that. So
what's the age of whiskey in that? I'm really curious.
So this is a non-age dated, but a lot of people say that there's like pretty old stuff in this.
Really?
So I'm not sure. But yeah, I think the reason they don't put an age statement on it is probably because they have some younger stuff to bring like a vibrancy, but I think they do use some older stock in this. It tastes like it, like you were saying, it's more layered. It's just got so much going on that I would be hard pressed to say that that's like an average of 12 years old. I feel like it's got way older stock, but then it has some younger stuff to kind of just spice it up a little bit. But
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
not sure.
like
If anybody knows, let me know.
I mean, I agree with Jimmy Legg in the chat. I think that's a lot for an NAS whiskey, but I mean, I feel like a lot of NAS whiskeys are still going for that type of money because people are willing to buy it, especially in this
Yeah.
day and age,
And it depends on what it is. Like when you have something like Tomatin Legacy, which is I think that's an unaged, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got like young stuff in it and it tastes young. But this is a non-age stated, but it's different. I feel like it is older.
Could you throw up Pete Head's chat right there?
Oh yeah.
Because I think all right.
Oh,
so,
perfect.
Holy shit! 15-year-old first fill bourbon base.
Okay. 8-year-old.
8-year-old first fill for Pete. 11-year-old virgin European oak, floral.
Okay.
21-year-old fully bourbon matured plus 10-year-old Oloroso. Holy shit!
Nice. Oh, thanks, Frank. That is such a good little breakdown. See, you guys, I didn't do any research for this.
So I think based on what's in it, $100 actually isn't bad.
Not too bad, yeah. And it makes sense why they wouldn't put an age statement on it, because if you're saying this is an 8-year-old and then you taste it, it's like, this is not an 8-year-old whiskey,
Yeah,
so.
I mean, because by law you would have to put the 8 on there.
Right, so it'd be weird to do that.
But you're always like, as a consumer, you're always like, if you do the research, like Pete had just listed, you're always kind of prone to say they're probably only putting a little bit of the 21-year-old in there.
Right.
Maybe it's mostly 11, 8, and 15.
Well, yeah, like you said, the base of it is 15 years, and then the others are smaller percentages.
Yeah, but holy crap! I mean, it's a delicious Scotch. I'm definitely picking this shit up.
Yeah, I really like it.
I'm glad it's available where I am. Holy crap!
Yeah, that's cool, because sometimes stuff in Ohio you don't have the best selection. Some of the times, depends on what it is, but.
Well, it depends on where you go, but the prices are always good in Ohio,
yeah,
which is good.
That's nice.
So.
Jimmy says put the 8 on there. I understand the idea of putting an age statement, but if it's not representative of actually what is in there, I don't know. Maybe that's not the best idea.
If you're somebody that doesn't know Scotch and you walk into a store and you see an 8-year-old for $100, it's like, right. Why is that $100? It's 8 years old.
Yeah, and the Lechik 10 is something like around 60 or 65, something exactly. Like that. So you would probably go pick up the Lechik when maybe, I don't know. It's a good dram. I don't mind that it's not age stated. And I feel like a lot of the times the reason that people don't put the age statement is because of that. But also I think the Scotch whiskey regulations don't allow you to say specifically. Like they have some weird rules about breaking down exactly what's in the whiskey. So it's kind of hard. I don't know. A little bit of a gray area.
I mean, this flight was awesome. It was. I'm
glad you liked it.
I'm glad I kind of nailed a few there. So.
You did great. I mean, you basically said this is Laphroaig Lagavulin, correct? You said this one I think is an Isla, but it doesn't exactly taste like Isla, and I don't know what kind of peat it is. And it was from the Isle of Mull, but uses Isla peat. You called Redbreast, basically. You called Bunnahabhain, and you said this was a 12 to 14-year-old Speyside. So you basically I'm calling that a win, 100%. Because I would not have been able to do that. So pretty amazing.
That's freaking delicious. I mean, thank you so much for this flight. This was really cool.
Oh my God. Well, so if you guys don't know, Jason, last time that we had a flight, he sent me William LaRue Weller. I know technically it was your girlfriend, but you sent me William LaRue Weller. So this is nothing.
Yeah.
But no, I'm so glad you liked it. That was awesome. Okay, guys, we probably should do the quiz. DC, support Whiskey Central by joining our Patreon. Yeah, guys, if you want to do. We got a Patreon hangout coming up in August. We just did one. And then I do live streams before my actual live stream. Not for the Thursday pubs or for the Saturday pubs. I do a live stream kind of pregame. So, yeah, if you want to check it out, the link's right there. Okay, so, Jason, are you ready for this quiz?
I'm ready for the quiz. Let's do this.
Okay, I'm ready. I don't have to participate, so I'm definitely ready. Okay, let me see if I can make this work here. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I need to do share. Oopsie, hold on. Share screen. And then this one and this, right? Share. I'm so good at this, guys. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, crap. I have it on the wrong slide.
Oh, my God.
Okay, present. Okay, hopefully this will show up. Okay, so as Roy would say, it's an easy quiz tonight. It is an easy quiz tonight, so, there you go. The age dating system is flawed. A whiskey that's 90% 12-year, 10% is not equal. Right, exactly. Yeah, and I think that's sadly why people sometimes don't put an age statement on, so.
Yeah.
Mexican versus gringo tacos. Oh my god. Yeah. It depends. They're both delicious in their own way. Okay. So let me see here. Can I do this? Hold on one sec. Sorry. Let me just pull this to the side. I still need to be able to, see you, so. Oh, scheisse. Hold on. Can you guys see me? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so good at this.
Did you just curse in German?
Yeah. My aunt's German, so. Oh, god dang it. I keep doing that. Hold on. Sorry. Son of a bee. Okay. I'm trying to make this smaller. It's not working.
Well, it's okay. You leave it.
Oh, you mother. Okay. Okay, I can't see you very well, but hopefully this will work. Okay. So, first question, guys. Tomatin translates to hill of the juniper bush, which was said to be a favorite wood for illicit distillers for what reason? So it's multiple choice. Is it A, it made the whiskey taste sweet, B, it produced little to no smoke, or C, it burned slower than other woods? Let me know. Okay, and I'm going to try in the meantime to make this smaller because it's irritating me.
I'm guessing B on that one.
Okay.
I don't know, but I'm guessing B.
Okay.
It burns slower than other woods. That seems, I don't know, I'm not sure about that one.
Okay.
It makes the whiskey, sweet, little to no smoke. If I'm thinking of tomatin, I don't think any really smoke, so I'm going to choose B.
Okay. All right. Very knowledgeable crowd, and it is B.
Oh, shit, it is B. Look at that.
Yes. Yeah, so they, when they were illicit distilling, they didn't want people to know that they were distilling, so that wood doesn't produce as much smoke, so you wouldn't be able to tell that people were distilling. So.
Hey, have you had the Glenlivet illicit still yet?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to send you a bottle of that.
Oh my gosh. Don't do that.
It's just a high proof Glenlivet. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good.
I bet that would be really good. Okay, yep. I'm going to go to the second one. Okay. Dalwhinnie Distillery was founded in 1897. It also operated as blank since 1973. It's also operated as A, the Highland home of Johnnie Walker, B, a climatological station, or C, a cotton mill.
What the hell?
1973.
That is crazy interesting. I have no idea, but I'm really interested to see what the hell what the answer is to this one.
I got this from I can't remember what book it was. I think it's either The Spirit of Place or I think it's The Spirit of Place. I think that's where I got this question from.
I'm just going to say climatological station because that sounds really interesting.
Okay. All right. So we got mostly B's. It looks like there's some C's,
people
some
are voting B
A's.
as well. I see a couple A's.
Some A's. Okay. All right. So it is B.
Oh, shit. Are you serious?
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're super far north. And, it snows there a lot and stuff. But, so they actually send data to other, areas to let people know what's going to happen, on the way down sort of a thing. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. I should have probably put a banana skin because, the Highland home of Johnnie Walker. It isn't that, but it's owned by Diageo and it's in the Highlands. So I was trying to be a little tricky there.
I mean, Johnnie Walker does use a good amount of Dalwhinnie in their blends, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So some people did say A, so that was probably should have put a banana skin. Sorry, guys. Okay. Glenrothes had fires in 1897, 1922, and a large explosion in 1903. But on the same day they produced their first spirit in 1879, what happened? A, the first of many fires burnt the distillery down. B, the poet Robert Burns died. Or C, the Tay Bridge at Dundee collapsed.
I think I know this. I think it's C. I feel like I read something about a bridge collapsing.
Okay.
Shit. I love these quizzes.
Yeah, so I've been wanting to make like quiz questions for Roy for a really long time, but I've never got a 10 out of 10s, and you like can't do quiz questions unless you've got a 10 out of 10 on one of his. And there was one where I like, you could technically say I got a 10 out of 10 because there was this weird question, and he was like, go ahead and give yourself a point if you want to. And I almost did because I was like, dang it, I want to give quiz questions. So it's been really fun making these quizzes. And
Shayla, I'm just letting you know, I'm out of Lefroy lore. Now I'm sad.
oh, there's none left?
It's all gone.
Oh,
My last
dang.
sip. But cheers to you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, well, gosh, I'm so glad you got to try it, and I'm glad you enjoy it. So.
Oh yeah, I'm getting it tomorrow.
So it's not your last sip for too long.
No, it won't be. Tomorrow I'm having more.
Awesome. Okay, so what's your final answer, Jason?
I think I read something when I did a review about Glen Ross, not pretty long ago. But I remember something about the Tay Bridge, so I'm gonna go with C.
Okay, you are correct. So Robert Burns died in 1796, so definitely wasn't that.
Yeah.
And then A I just made up. So. Okay. So. Question 4. Workers at Glendronach used to live on site. One of the houses, the Glen House, is special for what reason? A. It was haunted by a Spanish lady. B. It was taken over for a short time by a witch coven in 1939. Or C. It was built using old sherry barrels. Jason, I love your laugh.
I love the witch coven.
I got really creative.
The house was for what is it? It's haunted by a Spanish lady.
That's what you're guessing?
No.
Okay. You like the witch coven one though.
I just love the witch coven like choice. That's amazing. If that's the answer, that's fucking amazing. I'm gonna say C. I'm just gonna say using old sherry barrels.
Okay.
But if it's B, I love it.
That would be awesome if it was B.
A witch coven.
It's okay. Okay. I shouldn't say anything until I give everybody a little bit of a chance.
Yeah, some people are saying A, Spanish lady. Okay.
Yeah, we got some. It's kind of splitting the crowd a little bit.
Yeah,
we got some A's, some C's.
This is mixed up. This one.
Oh, whoopsie! I moved this. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah. What is it?
Okay, so actually, it was haunted by a Spanish lady who came over in a sherry butt. So they were shipping sherry barrels over, and
that's amazing.
Apparently, people believe that the Glen House was haunted by a Spanish lady. So, and then I came up with the witch coven one. I was like trying to find stuff that was happening around that same time, and they were talking about witch covens, and I was like, oh yeah, this is it.
That's a stroke of genius right there, the witch coven. Oh my god. So
there's lots of people that are on 4 out of 4, 3 out of 4. So I did say that it was going to be an easy quiz tonight, like Roy always says, and it is so far. And you're doing really well too, Jason.
I'm 3 out of 4 right now. So.
Yeah. Okay, so 5 is always the picture question.
Okay.
So what is this distillery? Is it A, Glendronach, B, Glengarry, or C, Glencaddam?
Oh man, I feel like I've seen that photo before. It's the tops that look familiar.
Mm-hmm.
The ghost lady came over in a sherry butt. That's amazing.
Yeah, apparently it was supposed to be. She was like a ghost in the sherry barrel. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, when I was doing research for that video, I found that. I thought it was kind of funny. So,
I don't think it's Glendronach because I've seen Glendronach. It's either the Glengarry or the Glencaddam.
Okay.
God, which one is it? I don't know. My gut's always telling me C. I'm actually gonna go with B because I don't know if I've seen Glengarry so much. So maybe it's B.
All right.
My guess is B.
Pretty knowledgeable crowd. Almost everybody is saying Glengarry. It is B.
Oh, right. Cool. Very cool.
Yep. And again, the picture questions are slightly difficult because almost all of those distilleries have kind of that stonework and kind of a similar look. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Whiskey Central. Actually, she was a witch named Sherry. Steve Perry wrote a song about her. What? I never know what Eric is
He's
talking
talking
about.
about the song. You probably know the song. Oh, Sherry, I'm in love. Hold on.
Oh, yes.
You know
Okay,
that
okay,
song. You know
yes.
that song.
Yeah, I was listening to rock to like prepare for the Jason stream
Yeah,
today.
don't make me sing.
No. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so people are getting 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5. People are I told you guys this was going to be an easy one.
People are nailing this one.
Okay, so question 6. The distillery Strathyla acquired its name in 1870. It changed its name to blank in 1890 before reverting back to Strathyla in 1951. Okay, was it A, Milton, B, Stratton, or C, Rassy?
Oh my God, I have no freaking clue.
Jimmy Legg is asking, what's the next stream Jason is on? So you're going to be on My Bourbon Journey with Scott.
I'm going to be on My Bourbon Journey with Scott. That's really for our patrons. We're doing a barrel pick, but it is live for everyone to watch at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
But I will be on Scotch for Dummies at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to take them through the terroir of bourbon. I've sent them some bourbons from different regions around the United States so they could taste the differences.
Gonna be pretty cool.
Should be pretty cool. Yep.
Pretty excited. Okay, so what you thinking, Jason?
Oh God, my gut tells me to just go with Stratton because it's kind of a derivative of the original distillery name.
Okay.
But Milton, I have no clue. I would guess maybe B, go with Stratton. I have no idea.
Okay. So it actually is Milton. So it was originally named Milltown in 1786, and then it switched to Strathyla, and then it went back to Milton, and then switched back to Strathyla. So
what's the deal with that distillery today, though?
It's Strathyla. That's the name.
It's still Strathyla. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So since 1951, it's been the same.
So what do they produce?
They produce the thing is, I think maybe a lot of it goes into blends. I think they only have one distillery bottling, I'm pretty sure. So they don't have a huge core range like a lot of these other distilleries. I think most of it goes into blends.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a really pretty distillery too. It's like one of the, if you're looking at distillery in Scotland, it's kind of like a really classic looking one. So
very cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Awesome.
Okay, so question 7. Everybody's on freaking 6 out of 6 and 5 out of 6. So yeah, nobody can complain. Last week, everybody complained. Okay, so question 7. The first public brewery in Scotland was Sharp's Brewery. But what distillery is on this site now? Is it A, Tullabarton, B, Glenmorangie, or C, Fettercairn? Sugar Kitty, there are a bunch of independent Strathylas around too. Yeah, I think they only have one main bottling for labeled as them. Strathyla is for the Chivas Regal blend. Yeah.
Oh, Chivas Regal. Nice.
Mostly Chivas Regal.
The old Chivas. My mom has a friend that drinks Chivas like crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I think, I feel like I've heard this one before. I think it's Tullibardine. I'm going to go with A.
Okay. And you are correct.
Oh, boom. Boom, shakalaka.
Yeah, I was going to put a banana skin on this because Glenmorangie, I think they were originally a brewery, and I thought, that might be a little confusing. But it seemed like everybody got it just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, even in the chat, there's a lot of A's, so I think a lot of people,
Eddie says Strathyla 12 is a thing. Yeah. So Strathyla 12, I think, is their one and only distillery core range thing. And then I think everything else goes into blends or Sugar Kitty was saying, independent bottling. So
I want to try that. That's it's a badass name. Something about Strathyla just sounds.
I know cool. It's kind of cool, and the distillery is just gorgeous. If you look it up, you'll just be like, "Oh my god!" Yeah. Eric, wait, Whiskey Central. Before it was a brewery, it was a Starbucks. Oh god,
it might have been. It might have been actually.
That's awesome, man. You guys are doing good. Everybody's on 6 out of 7, 7 out of 7. Okay, so this one isn't really a whiskey-related question, but I read it in a whiskey book, so I put it in. Okay, so Highland cows were predominantly blank until Queen Victoria began to selectively breed ginger-colored strains. Were they A, white, B, black, or C, speckled gray?
Oh my God.
This one's like a random one, sorry. I just read it and I thought it was cool. So, Sugar Kitty, Gordon and MacPhail has a lot of Strathyla. I seem to remember a minty note to it. Okay.
Queen Victoria did not like one of these. I'm going to say she didn't like black.
Okay.
Not because I think she's racist or anything. I'm just saying.
Just, yeah.
I'm just going with,
sprinkle, I guess.
white sounds very Victorian. I think speckled gray is kind of a nice color. But black, I mean, you talk about the black sheep. Now we have the black cow.
Okay. Oh wow, okay, lots of people, most everybody's saying B, and then there's some A's and some C's.
Okay.
So it is black, you're correct.
See? Damn queen.
Yeah. So the cows actually were predominantly black, and then she was like, nope, I like these ginger ones, and then they just started going, and now almost all of them are ginger. There are still some black and some white, and then I just made speckled gray up. But
that's interesting.
Yeah. Kind of fun.
These are cool questions. I like it.
Oh, thanks. Okay, number 9. Many distilleries have cats to keep mice out of malt barns.
Mm-hmm.
Which cat looked after the Glenturret Distillery for 24 years?
Oh, shit.
Was it A, Dizzy, B, Tommy, or C, Towser?
Oh, my God. I have no clue, but, man, I'm just trying to think of the coolest name. I love the name Dizzy.
Yeah. I don't know if they named him after Dizzy Gillespie or not, but I hope that they did.
And you know what? I actually recently got a bottle of Glenturret. I think it's absolutely delicious stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's I think Roy's been kind of talking it up a little bit lately.
Yeah, I actually got the Glenturret 12 because of him.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
I'm gonna go with Towser just because it seems like the most unique name. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna say Towser.
Okay.
Did you make up Towser?
Jimmy Lake says Shayla didn't make up Towser. And he would be correct. So actually, it's crazy. So Towser, I guess he passed away, but he has the world record for like amount of mice killed. So apparently he killed 28,899 mice. That was the record in the Guinness book. Yeah. So apparently that means he would have had to kill over his like 24-year lifetime. He was almost 24. He passed away before his 24th birthday. He would have had to kill like 4 mice a day or something crazy like that.
Crazy.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I go to a lot of the bourbon distilleries that I've gone to. They all have cats roaming around the warehouse. Yep, for sure.
And then Dizzy and Tommy, I actually didn't make up. Those are also 2 other distillery cats. But they're not the Glenturret distillery cat. They're from other
book. There's a book I think that's devoted to distillery cats, isn't there?
Really? Yeah. Oh wow, I don't know.
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, this is an asshat, a slight asshat. I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's too bad.
Okay.
Okay, so since Jason was on, I thought I kind of have to do a Jason question to end the night. So, Jason has been making whiskey review videos for almost 3 years, but how many Scotch reviews does he have on his channel? A, about as many as the Scotch whiskey distilleries owned by Diageo. B, about as many as the total number of distilleries in Scotland. Or C, about as many as the distilleries in Speyside.
Well played.
So you have to know a little bit, but which is why it's an asshat. It's not just like, 48, 72, whatever.
Whoop.
Oh.
Melora's gone.
Oh, dang it. Well, tomorrow.
I have some Bunnahabhain 12. It'll keep me busy.
Mm-hmm. I seriously love that Bunnahabhain 12. I can't remember how much it is, but
absolutely
for the price, it's like, whew.
Yeah, it's only like $55 here. It's a steal.
Yeah, it's delicious. Okay, so we got some people saying B, some people saying A. It's kind of splitting. The crowd. Jaime said, "Did you manually count all of his Scotch reviews?" No, I did not. There's a playlist that he has for his Scotch reviews. It might be a little bit more than that, but my answers are very safe. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Because there's a big discrepancy in each one. So, okay, so Jason, what do you think?
I want to say C. I think.
Okay.
I think it's a kind of the lower end.
Yeah. Oh, whoopsie. Didn't mean to do that. What? Oh, do I not have the... Oh, I don't have the answer. Shoot. I forgot to put the slide with the answer. So it's actually A.
About as many as a Scotch whiskey distillery is owned by Diageo, which is how many?
So I think Diageo owns 28.
Okay, yeah.
28 distilleries. And I think you have around like 25-ish.
Yeah, I think if you count the Ardbeg ones I did off the cuff and the Whiskey Wednesday ones, I probably have about 30 something. So yeah, that's probably closer than the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the total number of distilleries in Scotland would be somewhere around 130, and then C would be somewhere around like 60 to 65 for the space side. So.
Yeah, I got 7 out of 10. I even got my own question wrong. Shit.
Hey, oh no, that's okay. It was an asshat, so it's
Yeah.
Oh, we got Andrew Butler's on 10 out of 10.
Damn,
nice.
Andrew Butler nailed it.
Oh no, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
No.
Sorry, guys. Oh, that was why the asshat. Yeah, last question got me. Oh, you guys did really well today, though. Ooh, I can watch all those tonight. Jimmy Legg. Yes, you found a new fan in Jimmy Legg. Okay, so let me see if I can remove that. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was so much fun, Jason. Thanks for coming on.
That was I mean, really, so much. Thank you for the flight and the challenge. I found a new whiskey that I love. I'm gonna go find this Lafroig Galore. Absolutely delicious stuff. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, I just want to say I really love I do watch your reviews. I don't always comment, but I do watch reviews. I love the history that you're infusing into your reviews. Just because I'm very sensitive to that, and I do love the history of things. So I think what you're doing is really great, really unique, and just keep it up. And thanks for having me on. I think you're doing an absolutely wonderful job filling in for Roy. So I'm sure he's wherever he is, he's very proud of you. So thank you.
Thanks, Jason. I really appreciate that. So, guys, if you don't know Jason, you probably do, but please go check him out. He makes wonderful, wonderful, wonderful whiskey reviews, and he has some of the sexiest B-roll I've ever seen in my life. So if you guys just want to watch the first minute and a half just for the B-roll, just go do it.
I can make a bottle of Old Crow look sexy.
Yep. It's pretty smooth. It's pretty nice. So, no, thank you so much for being on, man. I really appreciate it, and I just can't wait to hang out with you again. This was really, really fun. So I hope all of you guys in the crowd enjoyed it, and you guys seem to like the quiz a little bit better tonight. You guys all did very well. So next week, I can't remember. I don't know what we're actually doing for the VPub next week. It's some fun topic. It'll just be me next week, and we'll have another quiz. And then I think after that, we're going to have a Menno quiz, which will be very, very difficult. I'm looking forward to it and not looking forward to it. So until then, guys, I will see you guys next week. Whiskey Mountains just dropped Jason's link, so go check that out. Please, please, please. And yeah, love y'all, and I hope you have a good rest of your week and happy weekend. And I'll see you guys next week for the VPub. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.